Good morning, everybody. So today is Monday, July 20th, 2020. As the daily affirmation is, I am not responsible for others. We are all under the law of our own consciousness, and that makes perfect sense. You can only be responsible for your reaction and the things that you do. You can't be responsible for what everybody else does and what their reactions are. And the sooner you accept that, you will see how much easier it is to stay centered within yourself. So that's what I kind of feel like Spirit may want to address today. Today is also the new moon in Cancer. So let's go ahead and get started with the messages. We're going to start off right here with the NUUMITE angel. So let's pull these other beauties to the side here. Keep them a bit separated. And then after I get done with the video, we will go ahead and I'll post a picture of the spirit messages. All right, so for the NUUMITE angel, Spirit wants to address balance, spirituality, and practicality. Well, that makes perfect sense. To be able to balance out your practical mind and realize that you're not responsible for the other things, everything that you're not responsible for what other people do. And balance your spirituality, the law of your own consciousness. So that does make perfect sense. And now we have the Ace of Pentacles. That'll help you usher in the abundance that is meant for you. Also bring you in onto a new path. So here we have the Knight of Pentacles, balancing out that practicality. I also see the Knight of Pentacles as the guardian angels, your spirit team that are helping you. They are guiding you. That I feel like they're also perhaps even maybe giving you a little intuitive nudges. So there we are with the Five of Wands. There is that balancing that needs to happen because I kind of feel like you got a lot of opposition coming at you today. And I feel like that's why Spirit is telling you need to balance yourself out, balance that inner conflict out of feeling responsible for the world, having the weight of the world on your shoulders. Because I kind of feel like it is, once you balance out that conflict, that opposing energy, I feel like then you're going to be able to go more with the flow and bring in the abundance that is meant for you. We also have, that Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, a new way of thinking, a new way of bringing in this abundance. So we have a 1 and a 5, which is a 6. 6 is definitely about balancing out our energies. All right. So look at this. Love and lace. As far as love, taking yourself back to the innocence of who you are. All right. And then we have wedding. The situation involves marriage. So I kind of feel like, maybe somebody could be getting invited to a wedding, or maybe your person wants to come back in and pop the question. So that could go either way. Maybe you're going to meet your person at a wedding if you haven't met them. All right. So there's a bunch of different scenarios. You got to figure I'm talking to a broad spectrum of a collective. So please take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, maybe message 2 or 3 will. All right. So I just feel like, I feel a wedding. It doesn't necessarily have to be, a literal wedding. It could mean union of some sort. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to message number 2. So we're just going to set these aside. And that would be this beautiful LAPIS Lazuli. All right. So let's go ahead and see what the message is. All right. So the moon's message, nothing is yet set in stone. So there's always options. There's always a chance to change. Nothing is written down. It's not permanent. So there's always a way to change. You have the option to change something. And now we have this card is wanting to play tricks on me. The Nine of Cups. Yeah. I kind of feel like maybe for a select few of you, maybe the reason why things aren't yet set in stone is because you need to raise your self-esteem. You need to feel more comfortable within your emotions and realize that you are enough. You are the treasure chest. You are that wish that come true. And now we have the Five of Cups. So there's definitely some emotions running high today. I kind of feel like, you know, maybe you need to quit crying over spilled milk. You're not responsible for what other people do. You know, raise that self-esteem. Feel worthy enough for where you're at. Instead of having your head hang low, raise it up and feel more confident in within how you feel. Because if you look at this card, the emotions there's lots of waves in them emotions. So you need to calm them down. And the reason why there's so many waves is because of this grief, this loss, this whatever is going on. Perhaps it's a woe is me energy. So look, now we have the Fool. The Fool is a reset button. It's a reset button. It's being given the opportunity to have that reset button because nothing is etched in stone. I feel like there's a lot of rampant emotions going on today, which makes perfect sense with the new moon in Cancer. So now we have the Fool card. The Fool card is about taking that risk, taking that leap of faith, being able to be more confident within your emotions, realizing that you are the true treasure chest. You don't need somebody else to be responsible for yourself. You are your own consciousness. All right. So now we have Blessing in Disguise. So perhaps there was something that didn't work out and Spirit is telling you it was a blessing in disguise. And look at this attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I feel like Spirit is telling you to stay in the present moment. Don't look at the past because the past didn't happen because it was a blessing in disguise. You were in a period of incubation. If you look, it's still an egg. Your heart is still an egg. That's why the emotions are running rampant. And that's why things are not yet set in stone. Because you are still in a bit of incubation period, but I feel like there is something activating. You're getting a fresh start. The slate is getting wiped clean, so to speak. All right. So that is message number 2. So let's go ahead with the Rose Quartz and pull message number 3. All right. So what does Spirit want to address? Bring love into the situation. Yeah, bring love into the situation. Self-love, love for everything, love for even the fact that you can't be responsible for what other people do. Now we have the King of Wands. Bring yourself back into balance. Bring yourself back into the center. Expand that heart. Expand that crown. Feel the joy. Feel the happiness. All right, look at this, the Four of Wands. So there could be something coming together today. If you look, the King of Wands is looking right over at that Four of Wands. Like, I want to take some sort of action. I want to manifest this love with the rose there. I want the joy. I want the happiness. I want the balance with the yin and the yang. All right. Look at this. Divine partnership. We got the Lovers coming in. So I feel like somebody is finally getting it together is what I feel. I kind of feel like they're realizing what they want and they're looking at the situation from a more balanced perspective. Yeah. And somebody had to stand in their integrity because somebody, I feel like there was some hurt involved in a situation because somebody had to stand up for themselves. And look at this. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I kind of feel like there is some red flags. There is some signs being brought to your attention today. So pay attention because the signs are cautioning you about standing in your integrity when it comes to a divine partnership. All right. Bring love into the situation. Remember, we are not responsible for others. We're only responsible for our own consciousness. All right. So that is my final message. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I will be doing the Spirit Reveal here in a minute. Thank you, and blessed be my lovelies.